Hello soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Today my name is Jenny. So today's video is going to be on the cutting and sewing of this beautiful gown. As you can see on the screen, I really love the outcome of this gown when I made it for myself, and I hope when you try it out you also gonna love it. Okay, support your baby. I did my birthday and none of you gave me any gifts, be just birthday wishes and everything, but I really appreciate though. So if this sounds like what I'm interested to learn, guys, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like and share this video. So before I forget, our fashion content editing class is ongoing for the month of August. So if you're interested in becoming a fashion content creator, you want to teach people how to sew, how to draft, this class is for you. So send us a message on this WhatsApp number on your screen and we'll take it up from there. Fee is just 3,000 naira. See you in class. If you're seeing my face for the first time, thank you for stopping by, and also thank you to my returning subscribers. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome back again, soulmate. So guys, this is the beautiful Ankara fabric I'm going to be using for today's tutorial. It's also called an African print. So I have just 2 yards of it, so I'm going to be folding this into 4 because we are cutting out the front and the back together. Okay, before marking, now we advise you to also come down from the starting point by 1 inch for the ruche at the shoulder. Okay, I'm going to divide my shoulder measurement by 2. Then after that, I'm going to determine the length of my sleeve. Okay, so after doing that, now next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 1 inch, that 1 inch for the ruche at the shoulder. So I'm going to just come down by that 1 inch. Okay, so this is the 1 inch I was talking about for the ruche at the shoulder. So the next thing I'm going to do is to still divide my shoulder measurement by 2. Then after doing that, I said go ahead and determine how long you want your sleeve to be from the point of the shoulder line. Okay, I want my sleeve to be around 11 to 12 inches because this is going to have a band. So you're going to have a band of 3 inches. Okay, I'm going to subtract the band, which is 3 inches, from the sleeve length I want. Let's say 11 inches. Okay, then what I have left is 8 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch to that 8 inches, making 9 inches. Okay, so after doing that, go ahead and come down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. Then you connect it. So after doing that, go ahead and mark 3 inches for your neck width. It's 3 inches I use for my neck width. Then for the neck depth for the back, I'm going to use 1 inch. For the neck depth for the front, I'm going to use 2.5 inches. So this is an high neckline because it's going to have a collar. Okay, so after doing that, from the shoulder slope, now I'm going to come down by my armhole length, which is 8 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 inch to that, making 9 inches. Okay, that is how open I want the sleeve area to be. So on that my armhole line, I'm going to divide my hip area by 4. So my hip measurement divided by 4. So what I got, I marked it there, which is 10.5. Then I added extra inch to this. So I added extra 3 inches to this. So you can add up to 4 inches to 5 inches depending how free you want it to be. Okay, this is a straight gown. That is why I'm using my hip measurement on that my armhole line. Okay, so this is a straight gown. There's no need for you to start inputting your bust measurement and your waist measurement. So just go ahead and divide your hip measurement by 4, and whatsoever you have, you add your extra allowance to it. Okay, so for me, I added about 3 to 2.5 inches. So just look at it clearly. Okay, so whatsoever you have on the armhole area, so you just take it down to the hemline, okay, and draw out your straight line. So this is a straight dress. Then after that, I'm going to mark 1 inch at the shoulder area, which is going to serve as the seam allowance at the shoulder. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just marking 1 inch at that shoulder area for the seam allowance for the ruche we are going to be having on the shoulder. The next thing I'm going to do is to actually rule out the sleeve opening line like this. So I'm just going to roll out the line like this. Then after that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So when you're cutting it out, please make sure you cut out the neck area for the back first before cutting out the front. Okay.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe There's something that'll give you relief.
So guys, after cutting, this is what we are having. You can see it right now. So I'm going to take out the inner one, which is going to serve for the back. Then I'm going to fold in this one like this. So this one is going to serve for the front. So after folding it, make sure it's relaxed properly. Then I'm going to go ahead now and cut out the neckline for the front. You can see that neckline. So I'm just going to cut out the neckline for the front. Like I said earlier, it's going to have like a collar, okay? So, and it's also going to have a slit. So I'm going to come down by 5 inches for the slit. So you can make yours 4.5 if you feel that the 5 inches is very long. You can make yours 4.5 inches, okay? So it's better for me to make it wider so that my head can pass through. So I came down by 5 inches for the slit opening. So after doing that, this is what we are having when I open it up like this. So for the front, I'm going to cut out a facing. So I said we are going to have a collar, right? So we're also going to have a facing for the front, just the front alone. So I'm going to place the facing like this. So I've cut it out and this is what we have. So place the facing on the main fabric of the front. So just place it like this, right side facing. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and stitch only the slit area because it's going to have a collar. So the curve part of the front, you're going to just leave it like that. Don't stitch it up. So just stitch only the slit area, okay? So after doing that, I'm also going to close in the shoulder of the front and the back. So I'm going to place the back on it like this, right side facing, and I'm going to use the facing on the shoulder to create like a neat finishing at the shoulder area. I hope you understand. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So guys, after stitching, this is what we have now. So I've gone ahead to flip the facing towards the wrong side of the fabric, and this is what we are having, and I've also ironed it out. So guys, after doing that, the next thing now is for us to attach the band at the sleeve. So the length of this band is actually 3.5 inches. So to get the width, what I did is to measure the length of this sleeve opening like this. So I'm going to divide this part into two like this. Just open the seam a little at this shoulder area because we are going to be attaching this separately because it's going to have a ruche at the top. So you need to attach it separately, okay? I hope you understand. So you can see I'm going to fix that part up like that, and I'm also going to fix this part up like this. Then after fixing it, I'm also going to stitch up that part I loosed at the shoulder area. I'm going to stitch it up again. So I'm going to stitch it up again, okay? So after doing that, guys, this is what we are having. You can see what we are having right here. I've gone ahead to stitch up the band for the sleeve, and I've also gone ahead to close up the side. Now I made a mistake and I'm going to say it here for you guys to understand. Please, before stitching up the side of the front and the back together, make sure you attach your pocket. Please, it was not easy attaching this pocket after stitching up the side. Please, so make sure you attach your pocket. So this is the pocket we are trying to attach on the front area. So from the shoulder I came down by 18 inches, then from the center front I went in by 3 inches. You can see, so you can go in by 3.5 inches depending on what you want. So I'm just going to mark it up like that. Then this is the pocket, and I'm going to use this. My net is a 2 net, so you can use organza, but I don't have organza, so I'm using this 2 net. So I'm going to use it to make like a ruffle at the side of the pocket, okay? So I'm going to just stitch it up. Before stitching up the side, I'm going to stitch up the front first. I'm going to fold the front, that is the opening of the pocket. So I'm going to fold it in, okay? Then after doing that, I'm going to take it now and place it on the right side of the fabric like this. So just watch carefully on what I'm doing. So this is how I did mine. So there are different ways of doing this. So I'm going to fold in the side of the pocket about ½ inch. Then I'm going to insert the two in like this, inward like this. You can see in between the main fabric and the pocket. So I'm going to insert the two and make like a ruffle at that part. So you can create gathers on your tools or you can just pleat it. So guys, this is what I'm having. You can see how the pocket is looking. It wasn't really easy for me to attach this pocket because I've stitched up the side. Please make sure you attach your pocket first before closing up the side of the front and the back. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is the sleeve area. I've gone ahead to attach my rope. I've inserted the rope on the rope casing that I created on the sleeve area. Okay, so this is it. Then after doing that, now the next thing we are going to do is to get the measurement for the neck area because of the collar we are going to be having. So you can see how I'm doing this. So from the front, you measure all the way to the other side of the front. Okay, so from the front, you measure all the way to the back, then from the back all the way to the front again. So I hope you understand. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. If I don't explain better, please watch what I'm doing on the video. Okay, so what I got was 17 inches after measuring that. So I'm going to fold my fabric now like this into four in form of a flare, a full flare. So I'm going to just fold it like this into four. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to take my measurements to be at the safer side. So just watch what I'm doing. So after folding it now, what I'm going to do is to divide that 17 inches I got into four. So after measuring the round shoulder of your dress, whatsoever you have, divide it by 4. Okay, I think I got 4.2, so I'm going to approximate that to 4.5 inches. Okay, so that is what you see me marking like this all round. Place your tape like this, like a flare. You can see as if you're cutting a full flare. So I'm just going to take it round like this. You can see the 4.5. I'm still going to come down from that 4.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay, so this is the height I want the collar to be. Okay, the height of the collar is actually 1 inch plus stitching allowance of half inch, making 1.5 inches. So it depends how you want the height of your collar to be. So I'm going to just cut this out.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something.
After cutting, guys, this is what we have now. So we have both lining and the main fabric. So I have to separate these. So let me just separate the main fabric and the lining like this. Okay, so after separating, now we have two pieces of it. So I'm going to stitch up this part. You can see this round part which is going to stay at the neck area. So I'm going to stitch it up by half inch. So after stitching, guys, this is what we are having. You can see I've stitched it up. Now I'm going to measure this part. This is the part where we are going to attach to the dress. So I'm going to measure it to have my 17 inches. I'm going to add about half inch for ease, then 1 inch for stitching allowance at the side. Okay, so making 18.5 inches. That half inch I added for ease is to be at the safer side. Okay, so that by the time you finish stitching it, you will not have like a shortage. So it's better for you to have excess than having shortage at that part. Okay, so I'm going to stitch up the side now by half inch. So guys, after stitching it up, this is what we are having now. You can see. So I'm going to fold it into two like this to get the midpoint. So fold it into two to get the midpoint. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make like a notch at that part. Then I'm going to bring the dress also. I'm going to fold it into two to get the midpoint of the back. So go ahead and fold it into two and get the midpoint of the back. So I'm also going to create like a notch. So after doing that, guys, I'm going to place now the notch area of the collar and the notch area of the main dress of the back. I'm going to place the notches together. Okay, so I've turned it to the right side. I've turned the collar to the right side, and this is what it's looking like. So make sure you iron it before attaching it to your dress. Okay, so I'm going to just place it like this, notch to notch, and I'm going to just stitch it all round from one side of the back to the front. Okay guys, after attaching, this is what we are having. You can see, and I've also gone ahead to pipe up the rough edges we have at the collar area. Okay, the rough edges, I've gone ahead to use my bias to pipe it up. So guys, this is what this dress is looking like. You can see how beautiful it is. So go ahead and hem the bottom part, and you have your dress all looking beautiful and ready to wear. You can see how the rope at the sleeve area is looking like. So this is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is what it's looking like on me. You can see how this dress is looking. You can see how beautiful it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So if you do, let me know on the comment section. If there's any questions, lay it down on the comment section and I will answer it. So guys, don't forget to register for our fashion content editing class. It's ongoing and the fee is just 3,000 naira. So if you're interested, send us a message on the WhatsApp number displayed on the screen and we'll take it up from there. See you in class, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have you guys. Love you. Bye.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief.